everybody, welcome back to the video on my channel. This is Sparks, aka DesireSparks17, aka the guy who dies a lot in video games YouTube channel. Now last video, in between last video and this video, I did a few things. A small bit of things. I went around here and grabbed a few items up, and I just wanted to start the stream because I grabbed up the items before I continued farther down. I grabbed up a few items, and yeah. I found the area completely on accident. I didn't want to start the stream because the area looked small, and I totally forgot this area even existed. And I did find it in the first place, so it's a bit painful, but I don't really remember this area all too much. I mean, I remember that there was something crazy at the end of it, but that's about the extent of what I remember about having this far in. I figured I'd start the stream, or start in a stream right now. Okay, let's go slowly, careful. Ooh, 2 tier 2s. That means I definitely have enough to +6 my staff now. I should come here on my samurai character. I already picked up 3, plus there's 2 there. That's 5 total tier 2 upgrade materials. I mean, my Uchichan's +7, so it doesn't need anything, but I should still come here on my samurai character, grab up the upgrade materials and the other stuff. Glintstone Shard, Pebble, and Great Shard are the main ones I use. I'll use this when I'm close up. And I'll use this if I want to hit multiple enemies at the same time. And I of course got my melee weapon for saving mana against enemies. Ooh, isn't that a spell? There it is. It's 16 intelligence and 14 pay. It looks really cool though, and I kind of want to use it. I mean, I could. I mean, I don't really want to, but I technically could level my faith from 7 to 14, but that'd be 7 level ups into faith. I don't feel like putting 7 points into faith would be smart, considering the whole this character's supposed to be a sorcerer, a sorcery-focused character. This is strong boss vibes. Oh, this is the rough end of the area. Shit, wrong class. Yeah, I remembered this thing, but I didn't remember the stuff leading up to getting this thing all too much, really. Okay, there's Stone Witch keys, throwing daggers, and there was something else that I've already picked up as well along with it. There's an item over there that I'm gonna go ahead and grab up quickly. I don't know what that is. It might be spell or talisman or something of some sort. Charm. Whatever. Something. It's something. I'll check it out later, but I can't check it out now. Of course it has a headbutt. Or freaking throw itself. That's okay. Well, I got all the items, which means if I go around that time, it'll just be to grab my runes. Finally starting to get used to calling them runes instead of souls. But yeah. I was actually going to start a stream a bit earlier, but I decided I was going to watch another episode of something, because the episodes are usually 20 minutes, and I didn't realize that it was a double-length episode until halfway through the episode, and by halfway through the episode, I didn't want to stop in the middle. Stopping in the middle of an episode of something while you're watching it, it's never fun. I just prefer to finish it since I was already as far into it as I was, rather than end up losing track of where I was in it. You don't have to be all too careful with that. You just have to be sure that you just don't as long as you're not running that jump should be pretty easy to make. Because all the other things are either messages or little white color, or just white colored torches. And I can't pick those up. Those ain't items. Though it's white like like the item pickups just because visual aesthetics or something. I wish I could pull out a staff and shoot the thing while up the ladder till I'm like almost out of stamina and just like climb up and rip it. No, it's too long for me to actually be able to do that because of stamina loss. Still be cool if you could fire your staff off fire off spells while on a ladder, as long as you were willing to spend that stamina. Yeah, there's the kick and the punch. Okay, we made it here this time. Let's drop down, turn around quickly. I've opened up this area on my sorcerer. Yeah, the only thing here was a weapon that I'm not gonna use. Well, that and the ability to make this fog disappear, but that's not really all too helpful. But may as well kill him while I'm here. And then, yeah. Okay. In that case, let's... Oh, yeah, I know who you are. Let's warp over here and take on the boss again. Whoa. Hate yawning. Well, I don't hate yawning. I just don't enjoy it. Sometimes you do it because you're tired, sometimes you do so because you're out of breath, and sometimes you do so for a reason you don't know. I don't know what you do. I'm not using you. However, let's try and find that one item. Let's go to equipment. Was it in here? It was... Raises... Vitality? Vitality used to be equip load. It's not... None of my stats are increased by it. Vitality. Resistances. Immunity is poison. The third one's frost. The second one's something. So it increases my resistance to something, but I'm not sure what that thing is. So I'm not going to put it on. Yeah, now let's... That looks cool. It's basically just that, except it has a little bit of strength scaling on top of its int scaling, and it's purple instead of blue. So it doesn't matter what character you're on, it will do more damage since it is since it scales with the strength and int rather than just int. It just, depending on what character you're on, it will it will decide how much more precisely, depending upon your differences in strength and intelligence and all those kinds of things. Oh, and Jeebus, I hate yawning. I don't hate yawning, I just don't like yawning. I really don't. Especially since the more you talk about it and the more you yawn, the more you just keep on yawning. And when someone else yawns, it can make you, it can cause you to need to yawn. may not have the proper bow, but I do have that another bow. Items. Let's see. I don't necessarily. Ooh, that's an S in Dex and an A in Strength. That'd be great on a dexterity focused character. Fail. Okay. Let's try with just this person then. I don't feel like making someone else wait, and I don't feel like waiting anymore. And this talisman, this one right here, is actually useful when this fight once it comes second phase. In first phase, it's completely useless, but once you reach second phase, it becomes quite useful. Damage is not the best, but my range is pretty good, and I can just peg him from a distance and take aggro pretty good. That's one thing that my character is really good at, is taking an aggro off of somebody and placing it onto him. Because he can just peg him. You can keep on shooting at him from a range. Better to just straight up dodge the attack than try and block if you got the ability to dodge it. Starting him there was like pretty much perfect. I've seen this cutscene like 3-4 times now in total. Okay. On the way back to the arena, it's not one half of the arena, but it is like a good, pretty good chunk of where we're going to the arena. For some reason, it totally just sent that person outside of the boss fight arena, even though they were in it, for some reason. Boss arena? I don't know why, I don't know how or why, how that works, or why it works that way, but I know that that's how it works. I don't know why it works that way, I just know that it works that way. Oh crap. I need to take Jagger off. Managed to get him to turn around. He didn't cook him. He did deal him a good bit of damage, but he didn't kill him. He managed to dodge that flame, but just barely getting out of the range. It's got some crazy range. I mean, its range isn't infinite, but it does have some cuckoo range. My ability to just peg him from a range is so good.
And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays cold.
Okay, let's go to the round table. We'll head to the round table after this. Okay. Let's talk to the fingers to get the gesture.
Are you tired? Let's go anchor until it will drag across the far so brave. Seek to become leather.
She has a lot of dialogue, and we've already heard it before. Let's have another character. I'll just listen to it on that character. Never gonna use that on this character, and I'm not gonna use that on this character either, because that requires faith, and I'm not gonna use that because it requires way too much strength and too much dex, at least at this point in time, in terms of dex, but way too much strength. So I think I'm probably gonna use that for runes.
Ah, the chill tainted and so the great harlot in the identical Drigger run.
Let's ask about that to get that dialogue done. Then now we leave. Now we've talked to the fingers. There's a few things for us to do around here. First off, she's moved here.
I thought you'd receive the Felly Lou. I'm glad to see I found it in God. You were the one to make good use of it. I don't intend to. Ah, yes. I wonder if he's in his study. If you haven't already, Father is, I'm sure, told. It's about time. I'll see you again.
Okay, now that all that's out of the way, let's head over here and talk to him.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers. Then I bid you. I am known as a tarnished to I. You now belong.
Cool, I'm a member of the round table. I am a knight of the round. And warrior of the mountain. Now let's talk to you. I've already purchased your memory stone, and then these are just too expensive to really be worth it. And I'm not going to purchase these because they're just too expensive to be worth it at the time, at the very least. I'm not going to purchase any weapons from you. Okay. Well. I have no belts to offer, so yeah, you're just not going to be interacted with. I assume the round table hold will open up more and more and more as I kill more and more bosses. Especially story-related bosses.
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled his mark. Find them well. Now lay out your arms.
Boop, and boop, no, I have +7 stuff. I do not have the ability to upgrade my Ash Wars. I don't even know if upgrading them does anything other than increasing their the damage output you get with them. If that's all it does, it's nothing really all too useful. To me, at least to me. It's not all too useful to me. This mirror is the one that allows you to change your character's visual looks and name and gender and all that stuff. Nothing you do visually is permanent in this game. It has to be 100% permanent in this game. This is why I look around the round table.
After all, I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
Quite unable to move. Okay. Learn skills. I've already learned all your skills.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
+8 rapier. Holy heck!
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate. for two friends.
Which could help, but which could help you with your problem, but the game doesn't give me the option to. And ooh, 17 dex is more dex than I have. You're an interesting looking Ashawar at base. Honestly, for a free +8 weapon, just be able to use it as long as I level to 17 dex, which honestly, a dex int character really is the kind of thing, is something I would, that sounds fun. Oh my god, I'm right next to 16. Normally don't farm on camera, but that's... Normally I don't farm on camera, but I'm at 16, I'm almost at 17, so I'm gonna go to my farming spot. Let me think. I need 8 grand, and I got 5 grand. It's 2 grand around. That's 3 runs. 2 runs, 6 to 7. And a half a run. But if I'm doing half a run to get to just enough to level up, I may as well finish it. So, yeah. 3 on camera run-throughs just to get just enough to level up one more time. Just so that I can get the minimum dex requirement for this weapon, and hopefully I'll actually enjoy the rapier. I think that I'll try my best to make it work, and if it ends up just being a weapon that I just ends up being terrible for me, then I'll end up having to shelf it, but still. Even so. Also on top of that, Ish Ashawar looked like a magic Ashawar, so I'd like to go to Ashawars and go onto it and see if I can change it to scale with magic with that while keeping that Ashawar on. I'd like to at least try out the Ashawar before I just straight up get rid of it. If it ends up being worse than this one, which this one is pretty damn bad, then I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Also, I should remove the non-Ashawar from my shield, because honestly, being a repair is really not a bad thing. It really isn't. It is a parrying shield, right? Yeah. You know, a parry's actually quite a good thing. The only spell I need for this is Glintstone Arc. That's the only sorcery I need for this. Well, that and a melee weapon that can deal a semi-decent amount of damage on the boss. I don't know why, but they've broken free from their carts already, so that would suggest that they've already beaten themselves up somehow, but they most certainly have not. Can they get through here? Can they get to me? That's the question I'm asking. Okay. This has never happened before. I'm gonna go back to the side of Grace and rest, because I have never once seen that happen with them before. I've never once seen them automatically be detached from their carts, because they normally don't detach from the cart unless they're riposted in the face and they don't die from stun. In which case, they're already so low on health, you can finish them off so uber easily. Because, yeah, they're now attached to it this time, and I can actually see the cart. I don't know what the heck was wrong with them last time, but it doesn't really matter. Well, with 20 mind and 27 intellect, it's just enough for one mana bar to be enough to really screw them up. Yeah, one mana bar practically kills them with the arc, and then two more attacks kills them. And if you can hit them in the head, the damage bonus is absurd. And I'm aware he can riposte, but by hitting him in the face with the spell, I get the spell damage and can still riposte him in the face. Make sure that he does die and I don't have to turn around and hit him with a Glintstone Pebble. Make sure that he's 100% for a fact dead. Okay. kill you because of something, because of an item I just saw that I don't have as of yet. I've tried to get it before, but I haven't succeeded before, so I'm gonna give it a bit more tryage. Ooh, I think I might actually be able to get it. Nope. Pretty close. Can I do this? Is it possible to nah, there's no way you can do that off of without being on torrent. You can't whistle up torrent like that. Okay, well, I'm up there. And I know that you can't get off torrent while up there without flinging yourself off. There's no way. It's just not gonna happen. I shouldn't have jumped there. That's okay. Okay, I'd like to. Okay, right there. There we go. It's hard to line myself up. As long as I can do so, it'll all work out. Come on. No! I have to get off torrent or a speed boost from me. Speed boosting him will stay, so I gotta get off of him. Then back on to him. Dang it. Oh my god, kill me. Finally made it up here. And that's my reward. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. I wonder why I play these games. That was way more difficult than it should have been especially for how poopy the reward was. I mean, it was probably more difficult for me than for the average person but even still, even if that's not true, still that was ridiculously difficult. I couldn't get it because freaking got him on. That's okay, I can kill you. We're almost there, just one more go. One more go and we will be done farming. Oh my god. Found the perfect point to stand to not get hit by any. The only one that even grazed torrent. Oh. Just one more go, and I will be done with this, and I can freaking get the 17 decks I need. Only reason I'm so bored with this already is because I can't play anything in the background, since streaming, and, well, that's one of the reasons. Oh my Jesus Christ. That's just like a possible thing to have happen. Oh my god, torrent! You know what, I'm just gonna run down here without torrent, because for some reason I just can't fit through the hole in the floor. Of course they have... Is that a glitch that is just happening to me for some reason, or is that an actual thing that's supposed to be able to happen that only just started happening to me, even though I've gotten like 40, 50, maybe even 60 grand up these guys in total already. Am I supposed to stay on my horse? Is that why the numbers feel off slightly? That's why the numbers feel off slightly. So a little bit more damage on my horse before when they're not knocked down. Actually, that's not really true. It's just about the same amount, because I've only missed one, and it should only hit 3 rather than 2. Yeah. You're dead. Now we can level up. The exact stat number required for my rapier. Dexterity. Then I can finally continue on to what I was hoping to do next this episode. Okay, finally, 17 dex. Okay, but first, still mid-roll, right? Good. That's actually kind of nice. I like it. So, just its speed, that's what I like about it. Ooh. Even its R2 is fast. It's purely stabbing attacks, but still, even so. Oh, that's not... Actually, wait a second. So it gives me the same magic scan as my other Ash of War. It doesn't take much mana. Hold on, I gotta test something real quick. So let's look at my mana. Currently, I have 92... No, 92. I have 100 out of 100. If I use it now, I go down to 90 out of 100. So that costs me exactly 10 FP. Then the sorcery that summons them costs 20 FP, but it summons 5 instead of 4. So it's 1 less that's conjured through this one's weapon art. However, it's half the price for only 1 less, plus it would mean that I have a total of 6 spells while only having 5 spell slots due to the weapon art. And let's see the damage number. Normally it's about like 100, 150-ish. That's insane. That's genuinely insane. This is so much better than the actual spell. It's half the price of the actual spell, and it's like 10 times better. That's crazy. It's like 10. It costs half the amount. It deals double the damage and has way more stagger potential. It is better in every way. And it has 1 less, meaning it's less likely to miss out on. It's less likely that you'll miss out on some of the damage. It's less likely that you'll miss out on some of the damage because 1 missed. this Ash War is legitimately just the spell that the spell, except way better than the spell it's actually than the spell that you actually use to summon these things. Way better in every possible way. Yeah, including the fact that it's tied to a weapon, meaning it counts as an Ash Ward, which gives my thing magic scaling, my weapon, while keeping my spell slots untouched. And considering I already have 5 memory slots, that's a total of 6 spells I can have. Although one's technically an Ash Ward, but still, that's awesome! Ooh, okay. There are a few things I can do. I can either go up there, up to that tower area, and head back, or over there and head even farther into that direction. Try and get towards that castle. Or I can go over to right there on the map, use the lift, go way down into a lower area. And I'm not talking lower on this map, I'm talking a whole new map. Or I could technically do both, but I think if I go to the castle on this character, I'm probably gonna, when I go to that castle on this character, I'm probably gonna try and explore it. And I want to explore the castle on a blind playthrough episode. So I think I'm gonna go over there. Especially since getting that doesn't hurt, because I can always warp to the first side of grace of that area, and then just take the lift all the way up, and then exit the building, and then I'm in this map and can warp anywhere on this map. So now I just need to get over there, and I could go there or there, but I'm just gonna go from here. I'm just gonna go from where I am right now, just because I feel like it, I guess. I don't know. Also, I can. Ooh, that could be bad. Okay, let's avoid that. So what's this? This pierce or slash? It's an upwards pierce. So it's pretty much the same as the upwards slash. So it's not a worse attack while on this thing. And it's plus 8'd, which I know it technically it goes up to plus 25 in this game on these types of weapons. But plus 8 is still pretty good. Honestly, I don't care for you guys. You guys can live. Actually, I'm gonna head over there to where that, because there's an NPC over there in that direction who gives you the quest to go to the south of him, which I have. Try and find a specific area, which I think I might have. Okay, to get to him, I gotta go from above. Apparently even higher up above. Okay, I think I'm just high enough up. Dang, should have held up for like half a second longer. There's a side of grace right here that I just ran to, effectively. Effectively just moved from one side of grace to another that I could have just warped to. Whatever. Now how do I get down there? Ah, there it is. Okay. That's why that's why I wasn't in the right area. I hadn't gone far enough this way yet. I just merely gone far enough upwards. Oh, I know where I am, I think. Maybe. No, I do not know exactly where I am. Okay. Oh, I know where I am. Okay, yeah. Wait, are all the items still in there? Looks like it, and if so, that's a whole bunch of free rune items. I mean, even if they're all not the best rune items in the game, I'll take them. There's a tier 6 right there. tier 1 right there, a tier 4 right there. This guy's book, I think? Yeah. Tier 1 right there. Tier 2 right there. Tier 1. And a tier 4. Not all too bad, and I don't think I've encountered this dude on this character. I think it's only been on the samurai that I've actually talked to him and actually noticed him.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order. Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
There's that to the south, and to the south of here, there's that, which is that. I think that's what he wants.
What's this, kind sir? Remarkable. The knight commander dead. Already? Well, a blessing if ever I chanced upon one. Fine work, I say. Fine work indeed. I doubt that it was your intention, but the deed is done, and I commend you. Now, this is your reward. Go on. It's yours, for the keeping.
Ah, a dagger that scales with faith. Perhaps I should come here on my holy warrior. Check it out, see if it's anything worthwhile.
Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Earth Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of True Order. Which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
So I should head over there sometime and go check him out, see if he's there, see if he's got anything dialogue related, all that kind of stuff. There's a side of grace right here that I missed during the day because it was just bright enough out for me to not really see it from this far, and I didn't really come down this way. Okay, well, I'm already at full health, so no point in resting at the side of grace, but still. It's nice, though. Thanks to me going in a sort of roundabout way, it ended up working out. Me going in such a roundabout way ended up working out quite well. I think, is that my beacon? Yeah, that's my beacon. And that's the temple thing right there. I think the entry point's right here. Yep. And let's remove this my marker before I start going down, because once I'm far enough down for it to tell me that I'm in a new area, then I can't remove my marker without going all the way up. The elevator's gonna take a very long time. Okay, well, thanks to how long this is gonna take, I'm gonna go pee. I had pretty good timing. Not perfect timing, but pretty good timing. It was only like a second late-ish. Maybe like about a second late. Because I still saw the light from the elevator, so pretty much perfect timing. Not perfect, but near perfect. That's what matters. Matters, that's what matters. Yeah, okay. Interact with you. I could summon someone here, but I don't think I'm gonna. Or at least I'm gonna start off by not summoning anyone. But there is still the potential that I will end up summoning someone, considering what this area is exactly. See, I got 4 of these for my travels, and I can get 1 here for free. Oh wait, that's a completely different one. Oh, well, that's a summoning item right there for free. Maybe I should use one here. Yeah, who knows. Okay. Jeez. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could pick up right there. Pretty much went off screen there. It's a good thing I came around this way. I got a whole bunch of extra stuff. Wouldn't have gotten all of it if I didn't. Around like that. Okay, let's grab a few. Free rune item. I won't say no to a free rune item. Even if it's only a tier 1, it's a free item, which is with free runes. Only reason I'd say no to a free item is if it was given to me by, well, cheater. $104 damage right there. Okay, let's see. How's the stab? 71. How about with this? 63 could be worse. Yeah, these guys got a decently good magic absorption thing. Purely based off of FP to damage numbers, I think that Swift might be the best at actually normal pebble. No, normal deals about 30 damage more. And FP wise is 2 FP more for 30 additional damage. It's actually worth it. 2 additional FP for 30 additional damage. I think that's a worthwhile deal. Ooh. This weapon does not deal enough thing damage, poison damage, to stack our door. Okay. I've killed 3 of them and I haven't had to use many heals. I've only had to use a single FP flask for 3 of them, which isn't. I mean, it could be better, I guess. If my damage was better, my spells was better, but that required me to increase my intelligence, and I'm not going to increase my int right this second. I don't got the ability to do so, whether I want to or not. I mean, an increase in my int wouldn't hurt. In terms of damage, actually, I mean, it hurt my enemies, but it wouldn't hurt me. So it'd probably be worth it. Surely, I think it'd definitely be worth it. But still, so I don't got the runes for it. Yeah, even if I did have enough runes for like 1 level up, that's not really what I mean. I mean like 3-4 levels, reaching the next major milestone of like 30 kind, which is more than 1. That's 3 level up right there, at least. Let's grab the mushroom. That did not feel good. Okay. I'm trying to balance out my health to mana flask. Oh, well, my health to mana flask definitely did just get majorly balanced right there. So in about half a mana bar. So and let's see. It takes 49 mana to kill one with normal Grimstone Pebbles. And with Swift Grimstone Shards, it's 49 with Pebbles and 50 with Shards. So it's actually only 1 FP difference in terms of the FP required to kill between Shards and Pebble. However, Pebble takes more stamina. And 1 FP really ain't gonna make all too much of a difference when 1 FP is not even close to enough to cast a single spell. So, Pebble if I need to kill them a bit faster, and Swift Shard if there's multiple of them. It doesn't really matter. It's whichever one I feel like, honestly. It's pretty much just whatever one I feel like. So I'm just going to use whichever one I feel like at the time. Of course, killing without the use of mana is still, of course, definitely an option. I think I have like 1 mana there. Yeah, not worth it, considering just how close up I have to get to him. I mean, the damage to FP cost ratio is pretty good, but since it requires me to be in melee range based on my speed and FP, it'd just be better to use my rapier if I'm coming that close, due to how much my rapier's upgraded. So I think it's quite possible that I'll actually be putting away the slicer. I think I might end up retiring the slicer sometime soon. Right up there is the lift out of this part of the area. However, there is some of this area that I haven't gone through yet, and actually haven't even explored in general. So I may as well go. Crap. Oh crap. There hat's trap. That guy being alone is actually not true. He is very much so not alone. Okay, well let's reposition. I'm almost completely out of FP, and I'm out of mana flasks completely. So, or FP flasks or whatever. Just gotta kill with melee from now on, or here and out, but hey, I did pretty good. That's a whole bunch of different enemies I just killed there. Considering these, how these enemies are, killing a whole bunch of them is really not a bad thing. Ooh, one additional flask of each type, I'll take it. Well, there's a whole bunch of those I just picked up right there. Okay, so there's no way to get in there from here. So I just did that for the loot that was right over here. soap. 3 soap. Want to run through the waterfall because I figured well, I wanted to see if I could actually get through it or if there was anything hidden in it, and there was something hidden in it. I don't know why I just lost a flask. I don't know what that is because I'm not using any of my flasks, but I'm also not gaining any flasks. So I don't know why it's doing the whole flask sound thing, but I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever. Let's backstab you. Easy 300 points of damage right there. Let's start off by killing you. We're trying to focus you down. It's already half health to you. Finishing off the already half health one will be easier than killing a full health one. Actually, this might be like the perfect position if I walk over here. Because this mana for damage on one of them is worse. However, if I can hit multiple of them, if I can hit 2 of them, it balances out. And if I can hit 3 of them, it's more. I can hit 2 of them, I've balanced out the damage, and if I can hit 3 of them, I've actually increased my damage. Of course, I've ran out of FP, so can't continue on that way. But I can finish you off right there. Both of these guys are at about half health. I was hoping to try and backstab that one, but yeah. I'm low, and now I'm out of heals. Not low on health, I'm just merely out of heals. Okay, is there any others? There are still 2 more left. Okay. If I sneak up on you, it's an easy halving of your health. Then I can do that, and that, and shit, if I get hit by that same attack again, I'm dead. Okay, so keep my shield up while walking around. Okay, I can get a backstab there. Good. Good, you're dead. Ooh, I got his weapon. Yes, okay, restore mana. Restore health. So yeah, there's no real point in doing that. This is just another direction that you can take. And all in all, it's got a pretty similar number. It might have a few less, but also has a few different items that you don't get. So I think that this side, going through that side's better. Or probably is better. Probably better. Not necessarily 100% for fact better. Right here is an item. Oh, I totally missed picking that item up right down there. I'll go pick that up in a second. First, let's check out what's behind here. Ooh, there's you. It's quite possible that it'll give me nothing. So I want to kill it. Ooh, it gave me a health flask. Actually gave me something pretty dang decently useful. I wish that's how the red ones worked. The red ones gave you health or mana flasks, and the blue ones gave you other stuff. I don't know. The blue ones just gave you all the ash wars and special spells and stuff that they give. That'd be awesome if that's naturally how it worked, and I didn't just get that heal pot right there just purely because of RNG. Now he's got a mana and a health pot. I could use mana to kill him, but I figured I'd just kill him with melee since I didn't really need to use any FP to kill him. Okay. Let's take the lowest damage route down, so drop right there and I'll land here. And if I jump right here, that one will fall down, grab the silver foul feet. Kill you. And what do you give me? Oh, you give me the bubble spell! That's cool! It's really cool. Oh. The bubble spell they use. I wonder if it's any good when I use it. If it is any good, I'd love to have it, because that's really cool. Shooting bubbles. And I also got the other stuff that was there. The silver foul feet boost your the amount of runes you get by I believe 10%, while the golden boost the rune countage that you gain by 25%. I think I want to say 25%. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's 25, but I could be wrong. I don't know exactly what those ones are used for, but hey, I'll take them. Definitely not jumping over that, because that just dropped me all the way down there, and I don't want to end up dead. My goal here is most certainly not to end up dead. Certainly not to end up dead. Good crab eggs. Going around caused me to get hit and Torrent to get hit twice, but that's fine. Because I got the crab eggs. Well, I mean, crab eggs aren't all that amazing, aren't the best items necessarily, but still, even so. Okay. Let's light up this side of Grace, and now we're 2 sides of Grace in. And I need water, so I'm going to fill up my water bottle. Because I need water now, and I'm going to need more water later. Okay. Filled up my water. I drank the water I needed to drink now. And it's still mostly full. So, I have my water. Okay. Dehydration is bad. It is bad. You don't want to be dehydrated. I could equip bubbles, but for now, I'm actually, you know what? The slicer's pretty much useless now. Slicer's great. Slicer's actually equivalent to my plus. Is pretty much the same as my +8 rapier in terms of like everything, except my +8 rapier doesn't require mana. This is like a little bit faster, but doesn't require. Oh, this requires arcane. Dang. I would have loved to have been able to launch several small magical bubbles with a spell. I would have loved to have a bubble spell. I would have loved to have a bubble spell, but it costs 15 arcane. It requires 15 arcane, and I don't have that. It's even less likely that I'll go up to 15 arcane than it is that I'll go up to 14 faith. Even less likely. I mean, I could try putting you on, but you take too much mana. When fully charged, it gains 25 per level of charge and has 5 total levels of charge. So I have enough mana to get to tier 4 or level 4 in terms of charge. And if I went up to 125 mana, I'd have enough to fully charge and get max power out of it. But still, even then, it just takes too long and it's not enough damage. It's not worth it. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on the slasher then. If I can't even so much as test out the bubbles. My plan was to test out the bubbles. Light flame. Awesome! So I assume that this is gonna be kinda, the mission on this one's gonna be kinda like, Fair and Keep Dark Souls 3, except instead of putting out the flames, I'm gonna be lighting the flames. Instead of removing the, instead of undoing the existence of fire, I am going to be I don't know, but instead of putting out the fire, I'm going to be lighting the fire. That's it. I don't need it to be any more complicated than that. Nice, he can be backstabbed. I wanted to see if he could be backstabbed. I just knew that backstabbing him would definitely be a lot better than just R2ing him in terms of damage, and I didn't know whether he was backstabbable or not, so I figured I'd test it out. Since he is backstabbable, it worked out pretty dang well. Okay. Let's go deal with this lightning ball. It killed me. I tried to dodge it, but I didn't dodge it. Oh, poor kitty. You know what, since your tummy's hurting, and you're doing that coughing thing, I'll open the window. Maybe the fresh air will help. Besides, you like having the window open. Yeah, you perked right up. I love you, Bucky. You're a good boy. Excuse me. Okay, where are my runes? Ah. They're back over here. Technically, I can't really go past this area without it being blind playthrough, unless I go to very specific parts of this area. So I'm gonna start heading towards the said very specific parts of this area. Let's head up here. Grab up you. Examine you. Because I want to have to switch this stream to blind playthrough. You know, I'm kind of tempted to just say screw it to the whole blind playthrough thing and just kind of make it exist. Just kind of have my 3 and just kind of have blind playthrough end at episode 10, or me specifically start blind playthroughs when I know for a fact that I'll go into areas and just start them as non-blind playthroughs if I'm not fully certain with this chance that I'll still explore something. So, I think I don't know. It's all possibility. It's all possibilities. Actually, I'd have to fill it out a little bit. I'd have to feel it out a little bit before I know exactly how I'd want it to work, but yeah. Oh, I see him now. Oh, that's stupid that it can hit me from there. That's dumb. Oh. Jeebus. Just wanted to stretch. Damn it. Got me. Headphones got me. Stretching. I don't know whether or not it was close enough to lightning or hear it. Now let's warp. Okay. I know that one. It's not a bad Ash Lore. I mean, I'm definitely not going to use it since it doesn't give me the magic Ash Lore and it doesn't give me the thing this one has. I'm not going to use it right now because actually using it right now wouldn't be a good idea since I'm about to come across more enemies. And I'd like to be able to get a backstab off on it. But I can't backstab them if my weapon attacks them and causes them to aggro before I can get said backstab. Or at least I can't backstab them as easily. 500 point of damage backstab right there. And we can get 10 damage, 10 FP for half the health of one of these rats. The potential of them dodging kind of genuinely pretty sucky. Okay, let's run back here. Use this. Try my best to dodge the arrows. It's the stupid rat! Damn. So much. Dang rat. Just right on the. Ooh, at least I got the health glass that I used up back. Oh, let's light you up. Gotta be sure to light you. I haven't already done so. Jesus, where'd all these rats come from? Where'd all these rats come from? for a fact I can survive an arrow, but of course, fucking right in the brain. Damn it. Gotta go through all of that again, along with the 2 fucking loading screens. If it was just that with the 1 loading screen, it'd be so much more bearable. But the fact that I have to deal with the second one too on top of it, it's just, God, the one hitter, like, seriously. An enemy doesn't one-shot me. It doesn't one-shot me. It shouldn't just one-shot me with fucking head. It's annoying. Whatever. Yeah, that's not here. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Do I need any? Next. But on you I do. And you are going to need support. Really am. The fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck? I need a break. After that death, I need a break. That was retarded. Next time I come back, I can title it as a blind playthrough so that I can go areas I haven't already. Fuck, this is a terrible system. I mean, it's a bit better than my old system, but it's still